escorted into the ring.
So much anticipation and excitement in this packed arena. 4 days of judging, and now the final 7, each having won their group. There are 220 pedigree breeds. Now it's about which is best in show. Alongside me in commentary, Laura Crombie, who's been showing dogs since she was at school, now starting a judging career, and our own international judge, Frank Kane. Frank, you judged Best in Show 10 years ago, but tell us about tonight's judge.
Well, I know how he feels. This is Stuart Plain. He comes from Seaham in County Durham, and he's been showing dogs since he was a teenager, particularly Scottish Terriers, his first love. And he's had 24 champions in the breed. And actually, he won the Terrier group at Crufts in 1982, but he couldn't compete for Best in Show because his great mentor was judging, so he had to withdraw. Anyway, here's the dogs he's looking at tonight, led in by the Siberian Husky. Winner of the working group on the first day here.
Also judged here on Thursday night.
Here we have the second of our finalists from Thursday. Representing the pastoral group, we have our Border Collie. This is Lenore. The Border Collie also never won Best in Show here.
We've had a reserve Best in Show winner. Couldn't this one go one better? Very young, but very beautiful.
Just 17 months old.
Judged here on Friday evening. What a tremendous day it was. The winner of the Terrier group, the Irish Terrier.
Now look at that alert expression as he comes into the ring. This is the Irish Terrier, Turith Adonis. He's not had far to travel from Uttoxeter in Staffordshire. Big winner already. He's won a couple of Terrier groups and comes from a famous kennel. The handler, John Averis here, connected with the kennel which produced a Best in Show winner, the Welsh Terrier, a few years ago. So
and our third breed here that hasn't ever won Best in Show, so could be a first this evening.
One of the racier terrier breeds and full of terrier spirit.
And now the winner of the Hound group.
So representing the Hound group,
it is the Greyhound.
We have the beautiful, elegant Greyhound. This is Aya, 4.5-year-old bitch, here from Germany. So graceful on the move there.
Elegance and symmetry in this clean stride. You can see the condition of the coat, the muscle, the fine muscle, fit for function.
And nothing to hide there.
It was Super Saturday, and here's the first of the 2 group winners on Super Saturday. It is the winner of the utility group, the Toy Poodle.
Here's glamour and style in our little Toy Poodle who won the utility group. And oh dear.
Oh, it's a number 1.
No standing on ceremony here, so there we are, striding
Making his mark on the way in.
We remember that the Dachshund had a similar moment after she'd been awarded Best in Show, so they're not fazed by the atmosphere.
This is 2-year-old Waffle there, just making his mark in the ring.
This wonderful name, Afterglow Agent Orange. That's fantastic, eh?
Complete on Super Saturday. It is the winner of our toy group, and here it is, the Yorkshire Terrier.
So representing the toy group, we have the beautiful coat of the Yorkshire Terrier. This is Conan, a 6-year-old dog from Spain. And look at that picture of health and condition.
And wonderful carriage on the move. He's full of alertness. There's great ring presence. That will carry a lot of marks for him. Look at that.
Oh.
There must be something interesting in that area of the carpet, I think.
He's like, Waffle stop, so I'm stopping. Why not?
Waffle stop, that's a good one.
And as we've seen tonight, to make the lineup complete, the winner of our gun dog group, the flat-coated Retriever.
Now, there's a big cheer for this, and isn't it gorgeous? This lovely racy outline, absolutely foot perfect. Gorgeous dog, a liver flat coat. We've never seen one. We've had 2 winners in the past in flat coats, but never a liver one.
This one's really caught your eye, Frank, hasn't he?
It certainly has.
Well, it's an incredible lineup, isn't it? Each of these dogs you see has been best of breed, then they had to compete against all the other best of breeds in their group to be here.
Won the Terrier group here 40
Stuart Plain will have quite a task on his hand to pick best in show here.
And now that he's got the dogs in, I think he'll be feeling more relaxed. You know, it's always the first step onto the arena floor that you're feeling worried about. When you see the dogs, you begin to feel comfortable.
And Frank, will he have watched them on TV? Will he know what's here?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, I chose to watch them from the far distance from the back seats, actually. I didn't want to be close, and I kept my own counsel and made my own mind up later. Yes, I'm sure Stuart will do the same.
So at this stage, when you're looking for your best in show, what can make one dog stand out against all the others who have come this far in the competition?
Yes, we're down to 7 dogs from almost 20,000 dogs, so they should all be pretty perfect. Now, on the night, they have to perform well, not be fazed by the atmosphere. The handlers have to keep their nerves as well. The tension can pass down the lead to a dog. But here we are, Stuart looking at the first, the Siberian Husky.
Yes, this is Aquila, 5.5 years old, from Mansfield in Nottingham. And Laura, Aquila actually does do harness work. So when you're talking about breeds being fit for function, she really is demonstrating that.
She is indeed. So Siberian Huskies bred as sled dogs in Siberia. Now, obviously, we haven't quite got those kind of conditions in the UK. We can't use sleds, but the breeders do use them to pull wheeled rigs, often in muddy forests rather than snow. But Siberian Huskies, really active breed. This is not a breed to look at and think this is an easy family pet. They need lots and lots of exercise. They molt heavily, and you can't let them off the lead. They need to be kept on a lead because they will chase anything.
They are the fastest of the sled dogs, and they are fit for function and not phased here. Very happy, the wagging tail, that double coat, the harsh outer coat, the protective softer undercoat. I've seen them in Finland sleeping out, a whole team of them sleeping out, curling up and wrapping their tails round them to keep them warm. Beautiful elegance in the head, those almond-shaped eyes.
So this is Lenore, the Border Collie, who's just 17 months old. Young female dog. I mean, Frank, at only 17 months, Lenore has done incredibly well to beat, what, over 250 Border Collies and over 2,000 in the pastoral group.
And yes, and still, technically, still a teenager, so not yet full maturity, but full of quality. What the judge will be looking for here is a dog fit to do a day's work. They are absolutely functional, well-built, sturdily boned, rectangular in shape, and above all, the movement. It should be stealthy, dropping the head, covering the ground. This is absolutely smooth movement and stealthy movement. Absolutely foot perfect coming towards us. The tail carried in a smooth, sweeping action.
These are active, intelligent dogs, and they really need to be engaged to live a fulfilled life. So alert, look at that.
She's already a big winner. She was junior world winner, junior European winner, which means she's had a great career as a young dog. And here she is, the epitome of her career so far.
And here is the 4-year-old Irish Terrier, Donny, from Uttoxeter in Staffordshire. And the Irish Terrier, Laura, is one of the 3 breeds in this final never to have won Best in Show.
Yes, I think it ups the stakes a little bit, doesn't it? So we've got the Siberian Husky, the Border Collie and the Irish Terrier. If any of them win today, it will be a first for the breed. And it's a brilliant way to raise awareness of these breeds as well among the people who are watching at home.
And what a beautiful, elegant outline it's got. It's the raciest of the terriers, which means it's got a bit of length in its body, a long, clean neck, a long head, cleanly sculptured, and neat ears.
And they were once in various colours, but bred down to have this beautiful red coat, which is so distinctive of the breed.
They're called the daredevil amongst the terriers. They're devoted to their masters, not so keen on other dogs, however. So
And that harsh, wiry coat should be crisp to the touch.
One of the native terrier breeds of Ireland. And Stuart, of course, a terrier man at heart. He'll have a good working knowledge of all these breeds tonight.
The tail carried up over the back there, legs moving straight and parallel.
Group winner.
Now the Greyhound is a female from Germany, 4.5-year-old Aya. Greyhounds have won Best in Show before, Frank, but the last was all the way back in 1956.
Yes, that was Treetop's Golden Hawk, I believe, and owned by a famous judge, Judy de Cassenbroot. However, look at this lovely symmetry of this one, this long, elegant neck, the curve over the loin to give it muscular, propulsive power, and these strong hindquarters. Everything about the Greyhound is about elegance, symmetry, and power.
The winner of the hound group, the Greyhound.
And such was the prestige of these dogs at one point that the law was passed only allowing royalty and nobility to hunt with them.
They were the aristocratic hound, not for the paupers, not for the serfs. But this one, beautiful. Comes from a famous kennel, the Inez Fashion Kennel. This one, desirable and very desirable indeed. We've had some other winners in England from this kennel.
Really free stride there. Beautiful muscular condition.
Well, this was the crowd pleaser, the winner of the utility group, the Toy Poodle Waffle. He's 2 years old, from Blackpool. That beautiful colour, Laura. But Waffle does come from a well-known kennel who have won Best in Show twice before.
That's correct. So the Afterglow Kennel, they have won Best in Show with a standard poodle and an American Cocker Spaniel. So to have a third breed in here, real testament to them. And look at the presentation of that dog. This dog is in perfect condition. That beautiful apricot colouring, and that coat is not easy to get like that. But as we've discussed before, the trim there, it has a purpose. It's to protect the dog's limbs when it's working, and also to help it propel itself through the water.
But we'd better say that it wouldn't be the toy poodle who was doing the work.
No,
they're bred down,
yes,
they're bred down for the biggest size, and one of the great challenges for breeding toy dogs or miniaturized dogs is getting all the same qualities in a smaller size. And look at this elegance in the head, full of attitude. Show dogs make the ultimate show dog.
I mean, don't tell him he's not a standard, because he doesn't know it, does he?
Exactly. They all, of course, have got the same standard, just a matter of size, and he's the smallest one. Yes.
So the toy poodle there, rather confusingly, is representing the utility group.
But beautiful. That's a fancy hairdo, isn't it? Yes.
And another one.
And so here is the winner of the toy group. Not in the terrier group, it's the Yorkshire Terrier from the toy group, Conan, from Segovia in Spain. Frank, you're a Yorkshireman yourself, but what could sway the judge in Conan's favour at this point? That beautiful silky
Well,
coat.
obviously, the coat in colour and texture is one of the key features, and it should feel cold to the touch, like silk. And you see the judge taking a brush, seeing the texture, but also the colours of this tan. The tan fall of hair from the muzzle should be deepest tan at the roots, fading towards the edges, and the body coat should be steel blue. It's hard to believe that the ancestry of this dog goes back to the working terriers of the mills in Yorkshire, and the patriarch of the breed was the dog wonderfully called Huddersfield Ben. Little did he know that years on his descendants would be popular show dogs all around the world, and here is this lovely dog bred in Japan and really going beautifully tonight.
Top line should be held level on the move there, and a real driving movement underneath all of that coat. They used to be shown on silk cloths or cushions, and they can still be shown on a red box, although this one isn't today.
Beautifully sharp, pricked ears, small and neat. Very good front action. You can see the legs coming straight through the coat.
Well done to the Yorkshire Terrier. And now the final one to be presented before Stuart.
Now the gun dogs have only been judged today, and the group was won by Baxter, the flat-coated retriever. He's 6.5 years old, from Oslo in Norway, and backs as a big international winner. Laura, comes from a famous kennel.
It does indeed. So the Almanza kennel in Sweden, they've been breeding for more than 40 years, haven't they, Frank?
Absolutely, and they've bred many champions, and their stock has gone all over the world. The dog showing is an international scene. They want the best bloodlines for their dogs, and this Almanza kennel has provided many with the foundations of their breeding stock.
And this one is a multiple Best in Show winner, multiple group wins, and really nice to see a liver-coloured flat coat. Listen to the crowd. This is what happens when you're on Gun Dog Day and you're in Best in Show.
But it's also what happens when they see a beautiful dog like this. I mean, it just looks perfection. The balance and symmetry, and of course this lovely quality head.
And the tail should be ever wagging, a smiling expression. This one is foot perfect, isn't it, movement-wise?
And standing four square, he just goes into that natural stance. There's no posing. He's made right, and he stands right, and he moves right. The test of good conformation is in the movement.
The founder of the Kennel Club was a great enthusiast of this breed, so I'm sure he'll be very happy to see it here today.
Well, time for Stuart Plain to start thinking. One question, does it matter how the dog behaves in the ring, if it breaks out of trot, for example, when it's on the move?
Well, if it's a bit spirited and happy, that's okay, but really you're wanting a foot-perfect performance, you're wanting presence and charisma. It's rather like the good deportment, just catching the eye.
So what will he be taking into account other than the deportment and the carriage of the dog?
Well, measuring each one against their breed standards. He'll know all the breed standards intimately and know all the details that are required in the breed. So that's the first test. Then the movement, and then the performance on the night. Out and back, he's looking at parallel front movement, the drive from the strong hocks, and when he sends them round, the length of stride and the top line.
So he's just moving them all up and down again.
The winner of the pastoral group, 2389.
This is beautiful, the way she drops her head to give that stealthy carriage, absolutely correct for the breed, and shown on a loose lead. That's absolutely natural.
Tireless on the move, the Border Collie.
The winner of the Terrier
Here we have the Irish Terrier. Tail carried up
4621.
beautifully over the back there.
This is a very collected performance tonight. I've seen them a bit gassier than this. So, already made his mark in the Terrier group rings.
And that red coat looking beautiful against the green there.
The winner of the Hound group, the
Greyhound, free striding, tail carried low.
That lovely daisy cutting action, the legs just skimming over the ground, quite low, economical, ground covering. That beautiful neck. And here is the gassy.
The applausometer is winding this one up again. Little waffle.
He rises to the crowd, doesn't he? Little Agent Orange. I think it's a huge name for a little dog. Fantastic.
So we're looking for the steel blue and then the rich, bright tan colouring here. The Yorkshire Terrier.
A small dog with great presence. Look at that marvellous top line, level, the tail carried nicely over the back.
But still very much a terrier underneath that coat. Are you ready for the cheer? We know it's going. There we go. The flat-coated retriever.
Isn't it amazing? You know, there's all types of dogs here. There's the glamorous dogs, the functional, and here's one. It's absolutely functional. It's not a glamour breed. It just looks absolute quality and correctness. There's some, you know, the dog lovers are very knowledgeable about their dogs.
Is it going to be decision time? Will he ask them all to move together? We have seen that sometimes in the group judging.
Tom Mather will be chairman of the Crufts committee.
It's only going to take his time. It's a big prize. You want to get it right.
Yeah, absolutely, and he'll have to decide the order they're going in. He'll have to know what is the best in show winner and what is the reserve best in show.
And once he's made his choice, he will walk towards the table, which is just to the right off screen, sign the cards to make his decision formal before it's announced to the arena. Getting one last look at each. Baxter, the flat-coated retriever.
Look at that wagging tail. Look at that beautiful outline.
And of course, Maisie, the wire-haired dachshund, has had 2 years as reigning champion because of the pandemic. So who is going to replace her?
Do you think he's decided? The judge is heading towards the table to make his choice formal before it's going to be announced who will be Best in Show 2022.
The signatures are complete, and very, very shortly we will find out who...
Yes, we're about to have a reserve and a winner, Frank, and tension is mounting.
We ask now our judge, Stuart Plain, to move forward to select Crufts
how he's feeling.
Reserve Best in Show.
He made his decision.
2022.
It's going to be declared to the public now. He's looking very somber.
And reserve first, most importantly.
It is the Reserve Best in Show
Reserve.
Crufts 2022.
The toy poodle. It's Waffle.
Now, where is the handshake going
Crufts
to go?
Best in Show 2022 is... It's the flat-coated retriever!
Oh, listen to the crowd! I just whispered in your ear, Frank, now I thought the flat coat and the poodle, so I should have put some money on.
Isn't that wonderful?
What an achievement. He couldn't believe he'd won the group, so I don't know what he's going to be like now.
Please give a massive
This is
round of applause to all our other group
6.5-year-old
winners.
flat-coated
Well done to the
retriever.
Yorkshire Terrier, to the Greyhound,
Here
to
from
the Irish
Norway,
Terrier, to the
at the
Border
famous
Collie, and to the
Almanza
Siberian
Kennel.
Husky. Very
He's
well
a
done.
multiple Best in Show
Delighted
winner in
to welcome
Europe,
now
and now
our
he's a
presentation
Crufts Best in
party.
Show
Delighted
winner.
to welcome
And I tell you what, Laura, there were 3,800 gun dogs today for Baxter to be best of breed, and then best of group, winning the group, and now best in show.
Look at him. I mean, he's been in his class, he's been in best dog, he's been in best of breed, he's been in the group, and now he's back here and his tail is still wagging. A consummate show dog and a fantastic winner of Best in Show. A dog that's fit for its function, unexaggerated. You just look at him.
Yes, the judge looking for the most exquisite, the most perfect example of the breed. Flat-coated retriever, Best in Show 2022.
That dog just meets the breed standard in so many ways.
Oh, Claire Balding is with us here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Baxter has decided to take the rosette in his mouth to say thank you very much for your support. Thank you to the judge as well. Patrick, what a dog. He hasn't stopped wagging his tail all day long.
Well, that's a breed characteristic. But he's just a fantastic dog. Yeah, he is.
Sum up what this moment means to you and to everybody who has put the hard work into producing such a superstar here.
I don't have any words. It's just amazing. Yeah. And I'm really proud of him, and it's just a true credit to his breeders. Yeah.
I can see the tears flooding down your cheeks. You give Baxter a good kiss. He'll give you a lick back. What a champion we have, ladies and gentlemen. Our Best in Show for 2022, Baxter the Flat-Coat Retriever.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that we can raise the house one more time, because it is lap of honour time for Baxter and for Waffle. Crufts